Hey everybody, it's Catherine. Welcome to my channel. Tonight I'm going to be discussing the Creed Acqua Originale, which I bought the quintet of. Tiny little tester bottles, but at least you get an idea of the impression of each of the fragrances. This was a remastered collection by Creed and is supposed to embody the joy and wonder of his travel journals. They surely are very light fragrances. I enjoyed each of them. I've sampled each of them on separate occasions just to get the full impression. So the first one is Citrus Brigade, which, true to name, is very citrusy, and as I said, each of these fragrances is a light scent. I wouldn't say that they have a very heavy embodiment, though each still distinct and have a presence. So Citrus Brigade is a trans-seasonal fragrance. It's reminiscent of the warm Mediterranean sun. It's a very fresh scent. It's light and airy. It opens with more of a lemon and mandarin scent, but kind of dies down to a more earthy notes of vetiver, ginger, and a bit of mint. A lot of these fragrances, in my opinion, are a bit more masculine than feminine. Obviously, the florals, Tuberose and Neroli have a definite feminine presence to them, but in all honesty, smelling them, I think I'd rather smell them on a man than on myself, I'll say that. So again, the first one being Citrus Brigade, opens to the lemon and mandarin blend, drying down to the ginger, mint, and vetiver hints. So the second one I'll discuss is, again, another citrus. This one is Zest Mandarin. Again, it opens to more of the citrus, mandarin with petitgrain and patchouli flowers with hints of orange. This one smelled definitely more masculine to me. This one, in all honesty, was very reminiscent of when my ex-boyfriend wore Chanel Blue. So I don't want to say Chanel Blue itself because fragrances smell different on different people. So the way he wore it smelled like this. So again, a very enjoyable fragrance. Very citrusy, very light. Again, to Creed's artistry as a master perfumer, I find it just fascinating that two citrus scents with very similar notes can smell so differently. Again, he's right. The Citrus Brigade is very reminiscent of the Mediterranean sun. I can definitely see how this fragrance is supposed to align with that versus Zesty Mandarin, which is a very peppered down citrus. So the next one being Vetiver Geranium. Creed takes us more to Indonesia with this woodsy scent. It's inspired by the island's rolling hills. The scent features crisp green apples blended with tangy lemon, patchouli, cedarwood, and musk. To me, a very masculine scent, but it's smooth. It's inviting. It's an island mint with hints of wood. It makes me think of a woodsy bungalow in a tropical forest. Spot on with using a fragrance to create an image. It also reminds me of more of a fresh camp smell. Like growing up, we had to go to summer camp, and it was a cabin in the woods, and kind of taking me there too. Now to the what I considered more feminine scents. We'll end with my favorite. The next one is Iris Tuberose, which I thought would be more of my favorite. When it opens, it's very strong on the iris and seemed kind of older for me, a more scent for a more mature woman. So this one actually surprised me, Iris Tuberose. It opens to very strong iris and tuberose notes, and to me smelled a bit more of a fragrance that a mature woman would wear. However, the dry down I enjoyed much more. First impression was that it was a scent that I never personally would wear. But the dry down, I completely changed my mind. This scent is a more floral, fresh scent that's supposed to be inspired by the romanticism of Tuscany combined with the allure of India. It opens to more floral, soft notes, kind of a powdery impression. The dry down becomes much more sensual to me, more of a sweet vanilla with the hint of orange blossom. So again, a very fresh floral scent. If that's the kind of fragrance you choose, you tend to lean towards. The last one is Green Neroli. To me, it opens with kind of like a lemon green tea. Green tea mixed with a true lemon scent. So Green Neroli is supposed to be the perfect balance of sharp and sweet. Peppermint notes take the base of this fragrance, mixed with honeyed orange and tarragon to give it energy. The icy mint juxtaposed with the lemon is what gives this aroma such a crisp sensation. Excuse all my sniffs. I'm just trying to give you a full picture of my impressions of the fragrances. But so they all were very light. They all were very aquatic. I enjoyed every single one of them. Some more than others in terms of me personally wearing, but I would definitely buy the others as gifts for people very important to me, as the price point's kind of high for just anybody. As expensive as 5 samples from Creed was, I don't regret the purchase in that I got to experience every single one of these magnificent fragrances and have more of an idea of which one I might be interested in purchasing in the future. I hope my breakdown of the 5 fragrances gave you enough of an impression that you're able to make your own opinion on whether or not these would be worth checking out for you personally or for a gift. Again, the names, I started with Citrus Brigade, and then I talked about Zesty Mandarin. I then talked about Vetiver Geranium, Iris Tuberose, and ended with Green Neroli. So before you check out, make sure you hit subscribe and the notification bell so that you can be alerted when I post new videos. I am going to be doing a lot more fragrance reviews. I've been kind of on a spending spree lately with buying my fragrances, so you get to benefit. Again, my name is Catherine, and thanks for stopping by.